Okay. Um, Hi stream. Hello. Reading chat on my phone probably isn't a bad idea. Let's turn music now. I will be opening the chat on my phone. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Alex Bless indeed. Having some OBS issues. Okay, let's remove this. Add a new one in. Display capture. Again. No. That's not. No. I don't want display capture. Oh my god. Trying to show paint.net. Window capture, that's what I want. Is it? Maybe it isn't. Oh my god, I don't use OBS often. My god. Sorry for the blank screen. You're gonna have to deal with this for a moment. Oh. Why is it so small? Oh, I know why it's so small. Okay, yeah, no, that's not what I want to capture at all. I think I was right with window capture. There we go. Transform. Stretch to screen. All right, cool. We got the map of Mario Kart World here. All right. Ooh, I meant to set this to 5 minutes. Extend to 5 minutes. There we go. All right. So, we got a map of Mario Kart World here. I don't remember where I got this map. You're gonna have to forgive me for that. But I do have this map. And as most of you should hopefully know by now who play Mario Kart World, we got some new rallies. We got the drill rally, that's what it's called. That starts at, hold on, just let me increase the brush size. Starts at Wario Shipyard, goes to DK Pass, then Dandelion Depths, Mario Circuit, Drybones Burnout, and then ends at Bowser's Castle. And then we also got the Boomerang Rally, which starts at Salty Salty Speedway, goes to Cheap Cheap Falls, then Moo Moo Meadows, then Choco Mountain, then Mario Bros Circuit, and then ends at Whistle Stop Summit. Now just to give my thoughts on these rallies, I think they're both really good. At first, I was not really a big fan of the drill rally. The Boomerang Rally I had a good first impression of, but the Drill Rally has definitely increased in ranks for me. Particularly, I do really like the first section of the Drill Rally. DK past the Dandelion Depths is okay. Like, it's fine, but it's not like the most interesting intermission. Now, Dandelion Depths to Mario Circuit, on the other hand, this is an interesting one. Plenty of fun shortcuts to learn. Mario Circuit to Drybones Burnout, another not particularly interesting one. Ooh, but Drybones Burnout to Bowser's Castle. Believe me when I say this, might actually be like one of the best sections in all of Knockout Tour. And there's one good reason for this. Hold on a second. I gotta bring up an image for this. Sure, we'll grab it from Mario Wiki. That works. Because Drybones Burnout to Bowser's Castle has this. It has the truck. Which might just be like the most peak thing ever. Before in Knockout Tour we only had the trucks on in the Cloud Rally from Crown City to Faraway Oasis. But now we have another truck. That being said, there is also the jet ski from Peach Beach to Wario Shipyard in the Spiny Rally, but like the truck, we got the truck back. It's amazing. Why is my laptop lagging so much? Odd. Hold up just a moment. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna start crossing out some tracks that I don't think are gonna be like I'm just gonna eliminate some options, right? All right. So Desert Hills. Now, if you're familiar with where Desert Hills is in the grand scheme of things, like it's in the corner. But the problem, and actually I don't really think this is a problem, but the quote-unquote problem with Desert Hills is that it's in the corner, and that there are only like there are not very many roads to Desert Hills. Like, you can even see like faint like lines here. Oh, oops. Let me just change these from arrows. And also scale them down a little bit. You see there's a road like right here. There's a road right here. And there's a road right here. And there's also a road up here. But the funny thing about this, there are 4 roads. The funny thing about this is that 2 of these 4 roads are train tracks. This is a train track. You can't drive on this. I mean, you can, but like you can't build an entire section of Knockout Tour around that. Because like sometimes routes will be repeated in Knockout Tour, like Mario Bros. Circuit to Crown City. It's in Grand Prix, but it's also in Knockout Tour in the Cloud Rally, but they use a different route in the Cloud Rally. But like with Desert Hills, you can't make any unique routes. The only thing that you could do with Desert Hills is you could do Shy Guy Bazaar to Desert Hills, because that's just a backwards version of the Grand Prix variant. Or you could do like Desert Hills to Whistle Stop or Desert Hills to Crown City. But the problem is that they're just going through like very familiar areas that are already in Knockout Tour. And another problem with Desert Hills, like because of this, we already have a rally that ends in Desert Hills and one that starts in Desert Hills. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't think Desert Hills is gonna be in a rally. I'm just gonna go ahead and also... Oh, Rainbow Road's not even on this map. Perfect. But yeah, if Rainbow Road were on this map, I would also be crossing that out, because there's no way Rainbow Road's gonna be in a rally. Like, some people are hopeful. Some people are like, oh, but they can make Rainbow Road the second half of a rally. No, no. See, the issue with that, Rainbow Road, it's really long, first of all. Like, some people are like, make it the second half of the rally, But you're entering Rainbow Road with 12 racers. You're entering Section 2 of Rainbow Road with 12 racers. Hold on. Yeah, and then Section 3, you only have 8 racers. And then the last section, which is like supposed to be like some grand finale, only with 4 racers? I just don't see that happening. Okay. Another track that I want to eliminate. Bowser's Castle. So, I don't think we're going to see any more of Bowser's Castle in Knockout Tour. The only way that I could see us getting Bowser's Castle in Knockout Tour anymore is if there's like a line somewhere on the castle walls, like somewhere in this area. But you see, the issue with that logic is that we've already explored all of the castle walls. And even then, the Heart Rally has a section from Airship Fortress to Drybones Burnout that goes through almost all of the castle walls. And there's not a single line on there. Like, you're just going between those 2 tracks. So, I think this is a safe bet. I think eliminating Bowser's Castle is completely fair. That actually might be everything that I'm eliminating. I will... Hold on, I can actually write text for this. Okay, I'm gonna scale that up a little more. So, DK Spaceport, I'm gonna put an asterisk beside. Because you're definitely not gonna be ending at DK Spaceport. There's not gonna be a rally that ends there. There's also not gonna be a rally that ends at Koopa Troopa Beach. You know what I should do, actually? I should put an asterisk next to all the tracks that already have... or that are already the end of a rally. Oh my god. Lagging so much. Why is my laptop so laggy? It might be because of the music. Okay, so we already have a rally that ends at Peach Stadium. Crown City, I'm not gonna put an asterisk beside, because Crown City does have more variants. I don't think we're gonna get another Crown City variant, but that's more of just a personal opinion rather than like set in stone. Whistle Stop, we're not gonna get one. Oh yeah, and my justification for Koopa Troopa Beach should be pretty obvious. It's a really short track. Doesn't make sense for you to do 2 sections, or like the 2 laps around the track, because Knockout Tour's sections are like very distinctly like the same length, and like roughly the same length. Let's see. Okay, I don't even need to put an asterisk beside Bowser's Castle, because I have it crossed out already. Okay, DK Pass, Warrior Shipyard, Faraway Oasis. Oh my god. And then Great Russian Black Ruins. That is everything, actually. That's all the tracks that you end. No, wait, no. Yes, yeah, no, I hit everything. Okay. Now just to eliminate more tracks. Mario Bros. Circuit. Or that's not Mario Bros. Circuit. Mario Circuit. My bad. That's gotta go. You know, it would be pretty underwhelming to end at a section, like just at one section of that track. And they're not gonna make you end at all 3 of the Mario circuits. Because again, that's 3 different sections. Peach Beach, I don't think is going to be the end of a rally unless they make you only do Section 2. It just wouldn't really make sense otherwise. Yeah, Peach Beach is less likely, I think. Maybe not. They could definitely get away with just making you do Section 2, though. Okay, any other tracks that stand out to me as, like, not possible? Not particularly. Maybe I'll put a blue asterisk next to the ones that are, that I think are less likely but still possible. Maybe I'll make it yellow. Like a yellowish orange. Yeah. Crown City, less likely, but we could definitely get a second rally ending in Crown City as long as they change up what section it is. Another track that I think is less likely. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and put an orange asterisk next to Peach Beach as well. Yeah, Peach Beach is less likely, but I think it's possible if they just make us do Section 2. Just Section 1 doesn't really make sense, and, like, God forbid, like, do not make us do only Section 3. Sky High Sunday, I think, is less likely. See, it's a fun track in this game, don't get me wrong. But could you imagine, like, just the sheer scale of Shy Guy Sunday? I literally almost said Shy Guy Sunday. The sheer scale of Sky High Sunday. It's a really large track. Could you imagine having 4 racers on Sky High Sunday? Like, only 4. I don't think I can imagine that. Same kind of idea with Moo Moo Meadows. Moo Moo Meadows probably won't be the end of a rally. It really shouldn't be either. What else? What else? That might actually be it. I think everything else has, like, at least a decent chance. Like, even Mario Bros. Circuit is, like, a pretty interesting track. Anyway, we'll label... Let's go ahead and label everything that's already been a starting point with an S. Because I don't think Nintendo is going to do the same starting point twice. They definitely can. I wouldn't mind if they started from the same track in 2 different rallies, but I just don't think they will. Yeah, so we'll put an S there. Where else have we started? We've started in Sky High Sunday before. Yeah, we did start at Boo Cinema. Sorry, my brain is very foggy right now. We have also started at both Airship Fortress and Shy Guy Bazaar. And also Toad's Factory. Where else have we started? We also started at Desert Hills. And that's how many? That's 4, or no, 4. That's 8. So I'm missing 2 tracks. Peach Beach. We started at Peach Beach. What am I missing? Oh, Bowser's Castle. Yeah, but I'm not gonna bother with Bowser's Castle. I shouldn't bother with Desert Hills either. So Wario Shipyard has been both the end and the start. But I could see Wario Shipyard. You could definitely pass through it. Though, it's less likely. Like, I don't know. I think here. Start making the rallies now, actually. Because I think we could start at Great Question Block Ruins in a rally. That's like not unrealistic. Because we've ended here already. And you could go like straight to Salty Speedway. It wouldn't Great Question Block Ruins would not be a great track to pass through. There aren't really any lines that are like particularly close to it. The only ones that are like close-ish to it are closer to Dino Jungle, or like closer to another track, or just not close enough to the track. So I think realistically you could have a rally that does this, and this hits a bunch of tracks that have only been at most 2 rallies. We could get a rally ending at Sky High Sunday, but it's just a really big track. I just think it's less likely. Ooh, no, you know what? I don't think this is possible. See, the problem with this is fine, but going from Salty Speedway to Wario Shipyard, like, where are you gonna go next? But going back to Peach Beach doesn't make sense, because you're gonna overlap your path, because you'll have to go that way. You'll have to go to Faraway Oasis. Sky High Sunday is also not a good track to pass through, because the only, like, entrance to the track is from, like, this direction. So, like, going to Wario Shipyard just isn't really an option. And we can't go to DK Pass for, you know, we just got a rally that has DK Pass. You could go to Cheap Falls, but, like, I don't know. We already have Salty Speedway to Cheap Falls in the Boomerang Rally. I don't know. I don't see that happening. You could definitely start a rally with Great Question Block Ruins, though. But I'm gonna come back to that, though. I'm gonna put a pin in that idea. Actually, you know what? Okay. So, I'm actually gonna label the rallies with names. So, oh, hello, Hakio. Should find a way to do Sky Sunday from the other entrance. They definitely could, because, like, it is just like a little gap. Like, it is just like a ramp with a gap. But yeah, my predictions for what the rallies are gonna be. Oh, oops. So, just to get names out of the way, because the names of the rallies don't necessarily have to align with what's in the rally, but like the Ice Rally, for example, goes through both Starview Peak and Sky High Sunday, the ice cream track. So there's like a little bit of sense behind some of them. And like, the Moon Rally ends at nighttime, for example, which is like a lot less set in stone. But Rally 3 is definitely gonna be the Shine Rally. I'm gonna make this yellow, actually. And then I think Rally 4 is gonna be the Fruit Rally, not unlike the Fruit Cup from 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass. And then 5th is Fruit. No, sorry, the 5th one's Fruit. That's my bad. I genuinely don't know with number 4. Because we had the Shell Cup, and then we had the Spiny Rally, which is also a shell. I think the best course of action is for them to just do, like, a Buzzy Rally, maybe? Because, like, we have the Buzzy Beetle shell. Like, you have the Shell Mitt from Mario Maker, that could possibly be a thing, but they might just not do a shell. They might just not continue the pattern. Rally 6, something from Trees. So I think the 6th rally is gonna be the Bell Rally, not unlike the Bell Cup from 8's original DLC, because the sixth Grand Prix Cup is the Leaf Cup, and leaves come from trees, and the 6th Knockout Tour Rally is the Acorn Rally, and acorns come from trees. And in the Mario world, bells also come from trees. The Super Bell is heavily linked to the Super Bell trees. I feel like that's pretty obvious. I'm gonna change the color of that though, actually. I'm not sure what color I should make that. Here's what I'll do. I'll make the Shine Rally like a light yellow. And I'll make the Bell Rally a darker yellow. Bell Rally. Okay. So Lightning Rally, Cloud Rally. It's a sky object for the 7th one. So there are a couple of options. I initially thought maybe the Propeller Rally. But I have seen better ideas since then. I told my friend about, like, just one of my IRL friends who also plays Mario Kart World about some predictions I had. I told him the Propeller Rally, and he found a Reddit post, and this Reddit post actually made a really good point. And I think the 7th new rally might be the Feather Rally, because feathers come from birds. Where are birds found? In the sky. I think it's actually pretty fair logic. And then the last rally, unfortunately, I've had no better ideas, but I think it's gonna be the Super Rally based off of the Super Crown. Super Rally is a really stupid name. They could also, actually, they could just call it the Crown Rally. But also, like, the Special Cup is a crown. Whatever. We'll just stick with these for now. My voice is a bit quiet. Okay. Let me see if there's anything I can do about that. I know that the music isn't too loud. Let me take a listen on my phone. My voice is a bit quiet. Okay. Let me see if there's anything I can do. It seems loud enough. Maybe. I'm gonna grab my microphone. So, the last time I used this microphone on the stream, it didn't go super well, hence why I haven't really, like, went out of my way to use it. But we will give it a shot, because I am just upstairs in my living room as opposed to in my basement. Could work out better. Oh, yeah. It probably is a mic issue. Let me configure this right quick. My laptop is lagging. Audio. Let's try this. Is this any better? Perhaps? The volume might be down. Test. This is a test. Hello. Is this any better? I'm looking at OBS and it doesn't appear to be better. Try this, maybe? It's not better. Let's try this. I don't think... Am I turning the volume down? What in the world? Oh, is that not volume? Hold on. Oh my god, there's a different... Oh my god. That was a bit silly. Is this any better? Perhaps? If your mic at 300%... Right, I could just configure that in OBS. What do I have mine at? I have it at 120. 160. Let's try that. That doesn't appear to be too much better. 240. Test. Hello. Is this better? I will try 300. I didn't want to increase it too fast. Here, let me try with just what I was using before instead of my microphone as well. Unless this is good. If this is good, I don't need to switch it. I could also just turn it up more. Let's try that. Here, let me try with just what I was using before instead of my microphone as well. Unless this is good. If this is good, I don't need to switch it. I can also just turn it up more. How's this? Let's try that. Here, let me try with just that's 400. Oh, I'm hearing it's echoing through my mic. Suddenly super quiet again? Okay, hold on. Oh, hello? Okay, there we go. It's working. Let's try this. Is this better? I'm gonna try 300 actually. I'm looking at OBS and it doesn't look better. Test. Oh, wait! I reached a new peak volume. That's a good sign. There was one moment where you could hear clearly. Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, thank you. I'll turn it up a little more just in case. Because I do tend to just like sometimes talk a little quietly. We'll try that. Okay. Anyway. So, Hakio, I don't know if you were here for this, but anything with a red asterisk is not going to be the end of a rally. Yeah. Now where were we? That's a fair point. Anything with a red asterisk is not going to be the end of a rally. Most of these are just, you know, like they've already been the end, or they're like section tracks, or they're Koopa Troopa Beach. Like, there's no way we're gonna get a rally ending at Koopa Troopa Beach. Yes. And the orangish yellow asterisk is just something that I think they could make it work, but I don't think they're gonna do it. KTB. Oh, Koopa Troopa Beach. Yeah, well, they're not gonna make you do 2 laps at the end of it, because it would be weird if you crossed into the line of Koopa Troopa Beach, and then you did 2 laps around it, and like when you go through the line the first time, it doesn't actually like finish the race. I just think that would be really weird, and one lap obviously isn't enough. With the ones that I have labeled yellow, oh, and red S means that you've started there already, which Nintendo might make an alternate start for a course, but they haven't done it yet. I feel like they would have done it by now if they were gonna do the same course again, you know? My justification for Peach Beach is that if they make us only do Section 2, they could make it work. Or Section 1 or Section 3, but like, I don't think anyone really wants that. But have final 5 laps on Koopa Troopa Beach. That'd be crazy. Sky High Sunday, is probably the one that I have labeled with the yellow asterisk that is the most likely. But I just think the course is too big for 4 racers. With Moo Moo Meadows, I think the course is just too simple for being the end of a rally. Like, the fact that we got Desert Hills means that it has a chance, but it's the same idea as, like, Desert Hills. Like, it's just a really simple track, you know? With Crown City, I highly doubt we're going to get a second rally ending here, but it does have multiple variants. I don't think people would care too much if we ended on either of them, really. I mean, one of them has a lot of water, but I mean, at least it's unique. At least it's not used in Grand Prix. Moo Moo Meadows is also dead center. That is true. Yeah, dead center tracks are definitely less likely. Like, I feel like Cheap Cheap Falls and Choco Mountain could go either way. Which is why I haven't labeled them with an asterisk yet. Same with Dandelion Depths, because you can make it end in a central track, but it's just harder to do. This is true. So anyway, the Shine Rally though. I think the Shine Rally is either. Oh, I have Desert Hills and Bowser's Castle crossed out because I don't think they're going to be used in any rallies ever again. Sorry about that. Desert Hills, there are only, well, looking at this map, there are 4 roads leading into and out of it. But 2 of those roads are train tracks. And I don't see them building a knockout tour section off of a train track and a bunch of off-road. Oh, yeah. A rally ending on Cheap Cheap Falls would be awful. That would be pretty insane. But I mean, I think you can also just do Tarzan in the Moon Rally, to be fair. When you pass through it. Cheap Cheap Falls and Moo Moo Meadows are also, like, due to being central as well, they also are in a lot of rallies already. They're both in 4 each as of the Boomerang Rally, which is pretty insane. Well, I don't mind it though. They're central tracks, like it makes sense. Give us the train rally. Yeah, just a rally where you're just riding along the rails, you know, right through the desert. There's actually a lot of rail here. Like you could ride like this one rail through a bunch of tracks actually. The last bend. Oh, that's fair. But Tarzan would also be, you know, my combo is not very good at doing Tarzan. I will say that much. That's why Cheap Cheap Falls would be the bane of my existence. Anyway, so Shine Rally, they're probably gonna do some sort of theming thing here. I think the Shine Rally, just throwing a random prediction out here. The Shine Rally is probably gonna end in the daytime. Not a very significant thing, but the rallies do have dedicated like times of day. Maybe Buzzy? What's maybe oh, ending on Toad's Factory. I see. Yeah, I could see Buzzy ending on Toad's Factory. See, I really wish they ended the last rally on Bowser's Castle. I get that like so many people like Bowser's Castle, but like what crazy track are we gonna like end it on? Like there's no like really significant tracks anymore. Other than like Rainbow Road, but they're not gonna do that. They really aren't gonna do Rainbow Road. It just doesn't make sense. Like why would you enter Rainbow Road with 4 racers? Well, or even like with like 12 racers. You'd have to do like the last lap with like 4 racers, which is just awful. But yeah, Shine Rally I think is gonna end on either, I'm thinking Shy Guy Bazaar because it's in the desert and like, you know, desert, hot, sun, or Peach Beach. I could see it going either way because you know Peach Beach is like the sunshine course, you know. I'm also like 99% certain that the Shine Rally is correct. We are definitely getting a Shine Rally next wave. Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? Here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to I'm gonna draw out the routes that we've already used just to eliminate some options. Or maybe you know what I can do instead? I could just go through the routes. No, I think I'm gonna do that actually. Yeah. Just gonna eliminate the ones that already exist. I'll use a different color. I'll use black, so it doesn't like conflict with anything on the map. Yeah, so that's already used. That's used. That's used. Yeah. I am using layers. Um, it's just that the way that OBS is set up, you can't see that I'm using layers, but I am using different layers. Like I've moved on to my fourth layer for these arrows. That exists. That exists. Moon Rally. I'm doing these in a very weird order. I'm gonna put that under that layer, I think, actually. Dandelion Depths to Cheap Cheap Falls is also definitely never happening again. I'm gonna make these arrows smaller, actually. I'm gonna undo a bunch of stuff for this, but just the heads of the arrows are way too big. That's better. Okay. I'm doing these in a weird order. I have a method to my madness. I can't even commit to one rally. What am I doing? I'm doing this in quite a silly way. I'm gonna curve this arrow so it's a little easier to place. Um, I'm gonna curve this arrow around the outside, actually. If I can, I would like to avoid overlapping arrows. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do the same thing with Dry Bones Burnout. Fair enough. I do actually enjoy graphic design to an extent. I find this fun. What am I missing? I'm definitely missing things. That's something I'm missing. Oh, I should curve this area. Yeah, I threw together the thumbnail for this stream in a few minutes. That was a fun thing to design as well. Toad's Factory, Warrior Stadium. That's something I'm missing. Oh, I gotta do the double arrow thing here. I should have done this in order. This is fine. I have to do both of these arrows again. I don't know why I didn't do things in order. I'm a bit silly. No, I'm not. It's right there. Okay, I love how many, like, double arrows we have from the golden rally tracks. It's great. Am I missing? I'm definitely missing stuff. There's no way I have all of them. Oh, holy delay. Crazy stuff. Ice Rally I finished. Moon Rally I finished. Spiny Rally I finished. Cherry Rally I finished. That one's really easy to not miss. Like, the tracks are just so isolated. Acorn Rally's done. Cloud Rally is done. Heart Rally is also done. Drill Rally is also done. And Boomerang Rally is done. Yeah, okay, I've done them all. Never doubt yourself. I'm gonna name this layer, actually. I'm gonna name this, already used. Okay, I should name all of my layers. I don't know why I didn't. Call this one predictions. Just call this one symbols. Okay. So there was one thing that stands out to me, that I think would be really cool to have in a rally. Just this area in the bottom, like, nothing is used. I'm not gonna color code it yet. I'll just use a color that isn't one of these. But there are some routes that I think would be really interesting. Like, I'll even get rid of the arrowhead for now. Just, like, I think this is a pretty likely route. Just something between DK Spaceport and Crown City. I also really like just the area between Koopa Troopa Beach and Peach Stadium. And if they're gonna use Koopa Troopa Beach in a rally, that's probably gonna be what they use. Because, I mean, they're not gonna do Koopa Troopa Beach to Faraway Oasis again, but they could do the other way, I guess. But they definitely are probably gonna try to. No, I don't know. Like, I feel like they should try to use as many unique non-reverse routes as possible. But then again, like, half of the drill rally is just the golden rally in reverse. Not really. Like Moo Moo Meadows to Choco Mountain's, like, even different from the what's it called? The Lightning Cup. Oh yeah, because you could just go up from Peach Stadium. Also, one thing that really bothers me, just, like, aside for a moment, there is no route between Peach Stadium and Dandelion Depths, which just angers me. Because there's one from Peach. Why do I keep trying to call it Peach Beach? Peach Stadium to Toad's Factory, and Dandelion Depths is closer to Peach Stadium. And actually, I did a little, like, experimenting in free roam. If you had a route from Dandelion Depths to Peach Stadium, it would be one of the longer ones in the game, but it wouldn't be that bad. And a cool thing that you could do with it is you could make it go through the section of the ice rally where you're just, like, jumping down the roads, and, like, that would actually be in versus race now if that was, like, an intermission, but, like, no. I actually do really like that idea, though. Like, start at Whistle Stop. Yeah, but okay, but the problem with starting at Whistle Stop and going to DK Spaceport is that's already in the Mushroom Cup, and they try not to overlap the Grand Prix with the Cups, or the Grand Prix with the rallies, I mean. So I propose instead of Whistle Stop to DK Spaceport, we go Crown City to DK Spaceport, and then like the rest can be what you said. I think that's really solid actually. They could take a different route. I don't know if there are different routes though. Hold on. Actually, I know the perfect thing for this. I also just realized that my thumbnail is still here. Gonna get rid of that. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can get my laptop to lag a little less. It is bothering me quite a bit. Just open my task manager and get rid of some background processes. Discord's taking up a lot. It's not like I'm like actively using Discord right now. Maybe over the water. That could work. Well, and Lunar Client. Not like I'm using that. Yeah, I think the only thing they could do is over the water. Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind that. I think for now, before I like actually set the rallies in stone, I'm just gonna we're just gonna do all the like routes that could be possible. So yeah, that through the water here. I'll even curve the arrow a bit. I think that's completely fair. I don't know if people would like that, but I don't think Nintendo cares what people like, really. Great Question Block Ruins to Salty Salty Speedway is like a really obvious one to me. Like that's definitely something that should be a thing. The thing with Great Question Block Ruins is that you can't pass through it as a checkpoint. So like the only way that we get it in another rally is if you start there. Like you could also do to Peach Beach, but then what? Like you'll have to go to like Faraway Oasis. That's like your only option. Like I guess that could work. I guess that's fine. I'll put it here. Aha! I'm gonna avoid the overlapping arrows again. There will be a rally that. Yeah, I am a firm believer that there is going to be one as well. Like they'd be throwing if they didn't start one there, because then it would literally only be in one rally. Surely every track is gonna be in at least 2 rallies. I don't think that's like completely far-fetched. Faraway Oasis could also go to Salty Salty Speedway. And vice versa, actually. I'll draw that as a 2-way arrow. Actually, I should do the same with Peach Beach and Faraway Oasis. I can lasso select. What am I doing? Also, that arrow's ugly. I'm just gonna overlap it. I don't care. I'm going back on my own words. Faraway Oasis and Peach Beach could definitely connect as well. A start from Acorn Heights is a good thing. That is a good idea. Acorn Heights could connect to either of these tracks. It could also connect to Toad's Factory or Dandelion Depths, but like, is it really going to though? Like, I'll put them here, but I just don't think it's likely. Boo Cinema? I think the only like other thing that it can connect to is like Mario Circuit. I guess you could do like Starshine Peak. Starview Peak. Oh my god, I can't speak English. Is that the have I been using that arrow type? No. Why did I try to use that arrow type? Like this could work maybe. One thing that I hope they do with Boo Cinema is they could make it so you enter Boo Cinema from somewhere, and then you go through the movie screen, and then you do like a loop around, and maybe go to like Acorn Heights. I think that would be a pretty interesting thing to do. Oh yeah. Mario Circuit to Toad's Factory needs to be put on here immediately. The fact that this isn't used in game is quite baffling to me. Yeah, Wario Stadium. Wario Stadium and Mario Bros. Circuit never connect, like, officially either, outside of Versus Race, obviously. Which is pretty insane. They could also do Mario Bros. Circuit to Shy Guy Bazaar if they end at Shy Guy Bazaar. And I guess Shy Guy Bazaar to Choco Mountain as well, but, like, no, that's not happening. Like, it's another thing that's less likely because it's, like, backwards. Ooh. Wario Stadium to Wario Stadium, eh? I know what you mean, though. That could actually be really interesting. I think that's pretty likely. They could do that. Let's see. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take away the. I'm gonna add some more arrows for Grand Prix because it's. I have to like think about Grand Prix for this, and I don't like that. So that's also not happening. That's not happening. Bye bye, Crown Bridge. You will be missed. We already have an arrow for that. I won't remove the arrow for Whistle Stop to DK Space. You know what? Actually, there's a section of Whistle Stop or of Crown City to Whistle Stop. Like you could definitely take an alternative road for that. I'm not gonna eliminate that quite yet. Crown City Bridge is falling down is crazy. But like Whistle Stop to Crown City, but like that in reverse is also like a possibility. Like I don't think we can just eliminate that. So I will. Oh, oops. Let's swap those. So like this is also a possibility. They could, you could start at like Crown City. No, but okay. No, never mind. I was gonna say start at Crown City, Whistle Stop, DK Spaceport, Koopa Troopa Beach, Peach Stadium, but then you'd end at Moo Moo Meadows. Probably best not to entertain that idea. Dino Dino Jungle could connect to Faraway Oasis. And also like technically Great Question Block Ruins, I guess. Except that would be going in one direction. Sorry, what are we saying what to? All the arrows from Great Question Block Ruins are just going to lead out of it exclusively. Entertain. Oh, I was saying start at Crown City. I was trying to add on to your idea from earlier, but I added Crown City to the start, and then you go to Whistle Stop through the alternate path I was talking about, but then you would end at Moo Moo Meadows, and that's probably not a good idea. Probably not the best idea. You could like pass through Airship Fortress and go down to Wario Stadium, maybe. That could end at Daisy's Palace, perhaps. That could be the Shine Rally. Shine Rally could end at Airship Fortress, Wario Stadium, and then Shy Guy Bazaar. That could be interesting. Shine Rally Could also no, because Peach Beach is already a starting track. Hmm. You could start at like Koopa Troopa Beach. Actually, speaking of Koopa Troopa Beach, you could like totally go from like Koopa Troopa Beach to Crown City, or vice versa, really. I would definitely prefer going into Crown City rather going into Koopa Troopa Beach, because the entrance from Koopa Troopa Beach to Crown City, like, it's not like the most fun gameplay-wise, but it looks cool. I like it. um, I'm not gonna draw anything between Crown City and Choco Mountain. Uh, hold on, wait. Because I believe you can't just go straight up. I think what you have to do is you have to go towards Peach Stadium and then take a detour. Because I think this is a train track, but I'm not actually 100% sure anymore. Starting from Koopa Troopa Beach has potential. That's true. You could definitely start at Koopa Troopa Beach. I think Koopa Troopa Beach, you could start there, and you could also like pass through it. I think passing through it is more likely if we're only getting one or the other. But yeah, starting there is also like completely fine. Ending there, however. Ooh, Starview Peak and Mario Circuit are connected. It's another notable thing. Same with Sky High Sunday and Dandelion Depths, actually. Those are also connected. Right, I was gonna eliminate some of these. Oh, oops. So already used. Did I do the? Oh, no, I didn't even do the Flower Cup. What am I doing? Holy lag. Already did the Shell Cup. Banana Cup, I should get rid of that. Yeah, no way I'm not making those arrows cross over. Also, a black arrow doesn't necessarily mean that it's impossible, because like there are some alternate roads that I just don't know off the top of my head, because like they're usually only in free roam. Curve that arrow a little bit. Koopa Troopa Beach to Faraway Oasis probably isn't happening though, because that's already in the Shell Cup, and like I guess you could take like a more like direct through the water route. Yeah, I guess that's not the worst thing in the world. You could like go to the island and then glide onto the Crown Bridge. That would be cool, actually. That they should do that. I actually, I think that's a good idea. Um, I haven't even read the full route that you proposed. Yeah, you could definitely take like a water route to the island and then take a glider onto the Crown Bridge. That would be really sick, actually. I am a firm believer that Dino Dino Jungle should have a route to Crown City, solely because you could just go to the island and then glide onto the Crown Bridge and then just take that to Crown City. It wouldn't. I tested it out like in free roam, and it's not even like particularly like too long. I think it'd be pretty cool. Um, shit. What was I gonna do? That's what I was gonna do. Just gonna eliminate more. I'm not even gonna bother putting the arrow from Mario Circuit to Peach Stadium. It's just gonna make too much of a mess. Because this is already a big mess. Just gonna leave it at that. Alright, all the black arrows are placed though. Yeah, no, I like that. I like that idea actually. I'm getting rid of this black arrow and placing it with a green one, because that actually has a lot of potential and is also very possible. That's not what I meant to do. Can we deselect the area, please? Thank you. There's so much empty space here, and I know why there's empty space here. It's because Peach Stadium doesn't connect to, like, anything west or east of it. Well, I mean, it does, but, like, it doesn't connect to Mario Bros. Circuit and Salty Speedway. That's my point. Which is pretty odd. But, I mean, it does make sense. Honestly, I don't think it's a bad thing that Peach Stadium doesn't connect to either of those tracks, because that would also mean that we get 2 more paperclip stadiums, and we don't need more of that. It's already plenty of paperclip stadium to go around. Yeah. No, they're not gonna do that. That'd be crazy. Bowser's Castle to Choco Mountain would be a crazy thing. But, like, also Bowser's Castle, like, is completely off the board. Why do I still have Bowser's Castle here? Like, why do I still have arrows going into it? Like, it's not important. Same with Desert Hills. Like, no, we're not getting either of those. What's the way you could get to Airship Fortress? You could go Drive One's Burnout, but that's also really long and also already exists backwards. I think Toad's Factory to Airship Fortress could work. Because I do like the idea of ending at Shy Guy Bazaar. Perhaps this would be like a little bit actually I'm gonna rename this to Potential. And then I'm gonna make a new layer for predictions, because like I'm just drawing green for potential. Oh, let me color pick this. Oh, that's on a different layer. What am I doing? I'm still on the wrong layer. Actually, I should move this stuff to the predictions layer. Predictions. I'm also gonna save this file. I'd rather not lose this file if anything goes wrong. I've got no, my idea doesn't work. I was gonna say start at Dry Bones Burnout and then go to Mario Circuit, but no, that wouldn't really work. We already have that. What would make my idea work best? Ooh! I just realized how good that idea is, actually. I think this would work really well. And I could justify the theming for this too. So you start at Starview Peak. You go to Mario Circuit. Then you go to Toad's Factory. Then you go to Airship Fortress. Then you go to Wario Stadium, and you end at Daisy's Palace. Shy Guy Bazaar. Now, I'm thinking this could be the Shine Rally, because you know what a shine's based off of? A shine's based off of the sun. You know what the sun is? The sun's a star. Starview Peak? And you know, like, you could start at nighttime and it goes, and you end up in daytime by the time you get to Shy Guy Bazaar. It shines more as you go on. Yeah, it is a pretty insane zigzag. But I think I'm cooking here. I don't think this is like the worst idea in the world. This could definitely be worse. Shine Rally. Looking pretty cool, I think. Now the thing that you were proposing earlier, I'm trying to think of what rally that would be. Oh, also, I should probably also just like say this now. Fruit Rally should like definitely start at Acorn Heights. I don't think that's up for debate. I mean, it can be up for debate, but it would just make sense. But honestly, I think I'm gonna keep that. I actually really like my idea here. It's not often that I like my own ideas. Just get rid of these errors. Whatever. That's gonna look weird. No, I'll deal with it. I think that could work. Yeah, this bottom area has some stuff going on that could work really well. Ooh. Start at Acorn Heights, go to Drybones Burnout, go down to Toad's Factory. I don't know where you'd go from there, but that's an interesting start, that's for sure. Anyway, I would like to take a closer look to this area. Yeah, so Whistle Stop. I'm gonna go into free roam for this right quick, actually. Wait, hold on. Wait, this is gonna take a little bit of a commitment time. Here's what I'm gonna do. I have my capture card set up. I'm gonna put my gameplay free roam. I should have honestly done that from the start, so I can like theory craft in game. Oops. Okay, just need to plug in my capture card. I'm also gonna grab a chair for this. Oh. I don't know why my TV turned on. Okay. Turn my TV down. Oh, actually, this is really good because I can turn off Nintendo Music and just have the music play from the game. This is good. Genius at work right here. Right, I'm gonna grab a better chair. Hold on a moment. Sorry, my neighbor walked into my house. My parents are not currently home. They're in a different province. I can't believe I accidentally turned my camera on. That's crazy. Okay, let's put this to the bottom right. Ooh, and I can also capture the audio for this. That actually is the first time that I face revealed on this channel, and it was on complete accident. That's really funny. Like, I don't really care. Like, I have my camera on sometimes on Discord. So it's not the worst thing in the world. I'll survive. Um, okay. Gotta add an audio input capture, I believe. Uh-oh. That was probably really loud. Okay. Oh my god. Why was that so loud? Hold on. Hold on. I'm just gonna copy my properties over from a different thing. Advanced audio. I have it set to 2% on my other thing. That's crazy. No wonder it was so loud. Oh my god. We'll try 5%. Oh, that's still showing up as really loud. I have it muted, but like... Can you set it to like a decimal percentage? Does it let you do that? No, it doesn't. Okay, how's this? Is the game too loud, too quiet? Okay. There's one thing I wanted to check though. I literally have the game audio set to 1% right now. I literally physically cannot go lower than this, which is interesting. I changed my usual combo. I was trying to do a speed run of the Drill Rally last night for fun. Yeah, I mean, you're not supposed to hear it like particularly well. This is the Zandog stream, not the Mario Kart World gameplay stream. Okay, right. I want to go north to Choco Mountain. Because I don't think there's a way to Choco Mountain other than like the highway that also leads to Peach Stadium. I'd be fine with being wrong though. Because that gives us more to work with. Oh, star. Nice. Oh, there's this way. Is this road used? I'm going towards Choco Mountain, right? Yeah, I am. Surely this road is used, right? I think I've seen this before in Versus Race, but I'm not sure. Oh, and you take a right here to Choco Mountain. I'm pretty sure the route from Choco Mountain to Crown City and like vice versa don't use this, but maybe I'm wrong. No, I know it's not used in a rally, but is it used like in general? Like even in Versus Race? Because I don't recognize it. Like, well, I recognize it, but like I also don't. I might just be recognizing it from free roam. Oh. Okay, this leads to this Choco Island. Yeah, you could pass through here. Okay. Thanks. Thanks, Piranha Plant. You know, you could definitely pass through here. Oh, let's make that both-sided. there anything like interesting with leaving Choco Mountain? You could leave through the entrance into like in the Boomerang Rally, I guess. That's something you could do. Oh, you could also go this way. What's over here? Oh, is this how you enter in the Acorn Rally? I think it is. Oh yeah. Wait, maybe? Yeah, I think so. But you could also leave this road going the other way. That's something that one could potentially do. Oh yeah, okay. This is from the Acorn. I remember. You could realistically leave through here. Is this wait? Is this used? Like, do you ever drive up here? Oh, yeah, you do. You drive up here to get to Toad's factory in the Grand Prix, don't you? That would make sense. Anyway, one thing that I want to try is I want to try my proposed Shine Rally. I'm gonna try driving that. Yeah, but going the other way, I mean. Nope, not that way. This way. You could start the rally in here. Or no, you could also just start it like over here. That way you're like facing the right direction. Yeah, you could start here. Realistically, you don't even have to take this road. Actually, I have an idea. So the thing is, most of the rallies are pretty balanced in terms of how long they are. But I don't know how long a rally takes in free roam. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna drive. I think I'm gonna drive the drill rally. No. I'll drive. Here, I'll drive the Acorn rally. No, I'll just drive the Golden rally. I don't actually know if I'm confident in the route of the Acorn rally, but I wanna measure how long a rally is in free roam. You know what? I'm gonna open live split for this. We'll time how long. Oh, nope, that's not what I meant to open. Uh-oh. Oh my god, hold on. I accidentally opened something I wasn't supposed to open. Okay. Oh. Hold on. Remove. That's sort of window capture. Ah, there we go. I'll increase the size of the gameplay window for now. Actually, I can just fit it to the whole screen for now, really. All right. Start facing the other way. No, you face this way.
Yeah, let's do that. Speedrun time. Yeah, I'll try to drive like as like average as possible. Like I won't try to go for anything like super crazy unless I feel like it. I might break my own rules. I won't lie. Ah, free roam is so slow. Isn't free roam in like 50cc or something like that? Hi, Goomba. Sure, I'll take dash food. Dash food is an intended feature. Anyone can grab dash food. Damn. This game hates me. All I know is that free roam is not in 150, and it definitely shows. That's the takeaway here. Oh, I went the wrong way. Well, I'm just gonna pause the timer for a moment. Oh, no, I stopped the timer. Uh-oh. Hold on. That's not quite right. Oh, I have space as both start and split and pause. What am I doing? Ah, that's really annoying. Yeah, mistakes were clearly made. Okay. What? Huh? Why didn't it fix my hotkey? Oh, I need to hit OK. Okay. I see how it is. Okay. Just gonna wait 2 minutes, I guess. Yeah, we'll bring it back to the map for this one, I think. Yeah, so hopefully this works. Like, Starview Peak to Mario Circuit and Toad's Factory to Airship Fortress are a little bit longer than normal routes, it appears. But I think they're relatively straight. I hope they're relatively straight. That makes my job a little easier. Yeah, that could work. Potentially. Oh, Salty Salty Speedway and Wario Shipyard can definitely connect as well. That's a thing. Starview Peak could also go backwards to Sky High Sunday, I suppose. I don't think they're gonna do that, but I'll put it anyway. You know, it's an option that they have. Wait. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, when does Starview Peak go to Dandelion Depths in the ice rally? Though technically it doesn't even really go to the track. So honestly, I might just make this both ways. Realistically, it could go to Dandelion Depths. It would just actually have to go there rather than going near there. The line is like pretty far from the track. Bring the gameplay back now. About to start. Can't believe I went the wrong way. That's crazy. I think it was like 201. We'll go with that. Oh, nice Patooey, bro. That came out of nowhere. It's just weird that there's no Patooies here. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? I'm pausing the timer for this shit. What the hell? Why can that just happen? It's... Oh, wait, no, it's this way. No, it's not this way. Hold on. It's this way. I got confused because I thought this just led to Dandelion Depths. No, but you take a left here, I remember. Hashtag train rally. I know that's illegal. Wait, you turn left here? No, you turn left here. Okay, wait, we're good. Turning left there would have meant no Mario circuit. Oh, I thought that was the fucking train. Usually there is a train there in the rally. I thought, like, we just perfectly timed that. Hashtag train rally. Hashtag truck rally. You're in the middle of the road, Wiggler. Okay. That's a time. 8:40-ish is not bad. I'm gonna put that in the chat so I don't forget. I'm just gonna go 8:40. Can I pin this? I can. I'm just gonna pin that. I could also pin hashtag train rally. That's something truly worth pinning. Let's pin that split. Yo, Shy Guy Falls. Right. Let's go to our starting spot. But yeah, one thing I've noticed that Nintendo does with their rallies is like, for example, with the Spiny rally, they really cut down on the section in Boo Cinema. The Ghost Valley sections. From the route. And it makes sense. Like, I think they're just trying to shorten that section because there's other longer sections. So I will allow myself to do the same. One is clearly the correct answer. Yeah, I should have pinned hashtag train rally. Let's start here. This will be a pretty long section, but like that's fine. The first section of Knockout Tour tends to be longer in a lot of cases. Like the Drill Rally has a decently long first section. Same with the Boomerang Rally, and even like before the update, like the Cherry Rally was pretty long. Had a pretty long first section. Actually, that probably still is the longest one. Okay, we're pausing at the P-switch because I need to actually think of like how to route through Mario Circuit to get to Toad's Factory. So Toad's Factory enters through Mario Circuit 2, I believe. Yes, because it's Mario Circuit 2 from the left, Mario Circuit 1 from the uprightish area, and Mario Circuit 3 from below to the right. Yeah, so we need to end up at Mario Circuit 2, which is right here. I think it'd be more interesting if we didn't take the jump, though. Because you already take the jump so much. That does put a big off-road shortcut here. Like, one of the biggest... Like, the biggest in Mario Circuit, for sure. But it's still got some interesting driving. It's got some turns. Turns are really good to have in Nakitori. Oh. Okay, that's a problem. How are you gonna exit? Okay, no, that's fine. Because Nintendo likes to put the like, weird metal things that you can turn on. Like, that could work here. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the entrance. I'm not sure if rewinding will bring me there, but it's worth a shot. I think Mario Circuit's, like, pretty close to Toad's Factory anyway. So... I think it's fair to make it a little bit longer. We'll just say that there's a line right there, because in Grand Prix there is a line right there, and same with versus race if you're playing on the 3-lap variant Mario Circuit. I'm gonna make sure I'm going the right way. I am. We're good. Wait, am I? I think there's a more direct way there. No, I think I'm fine. Wait. Now I'm second guessing myself. I'll pause it right here. We were, like, at the start of this railing. I'll even take a screenshot just so I don't forget. I can just rewind back here anyway. I think this is the right way. If the shortcut is just after the gate, then it should be fine. Yeah. Right, yeah, because we established that the gate is right after, or right before it. Yeah, that's not too bad. No, I think this is the wrong way. This feels like the wrong way. That's going towards Moo Moo Meadows. I think we do a left here, actually. No. No, that's even worse. No, I just don't... Maybe we don't leave through Mario Circuit 2. Do we? Oh, no, I see where we go. Oh my god. Yeah, we're going... We were going the right way. I'll rewind back to that spot. Was it that? I believe it was. Yes, it was. Okay, I'm continuing the timer now. Okay, now I have no clue where I'm going. I'm pausing the timer at the Yoshis. I think if you just keep continuing forward here, brings you to the right place. But I want to be sure before I, like, make any permanent decisions that I cannot take back. Okay, yeah, this tunnel. Oh yeah, it's that entrance to Toad's factory. Okay, that's cool. I like this. Oh, come on. Stop it. Stop it. Bro. I'm gonna run right into that Yoshi's truck, aren't I? Nope, apparently I'm fine. Okay, this is fine. And we resume now. This would actually mark the first time that Mario Circuit is in the first half of a rally as well, if this were real. Mario Circuit has always been in the second half of every rally it's been in. I'm gonna pause for a moment. Okay, I'm facing the right way. But how do I get to Airship Fortress? To Toad's factory. Probably just follow this path and go up through Big Donut. That could work. That might actually be what it does in the game, but I'm not sure. Oh, actually, you could enter the line here instead. I am going the right way. This is a pretty unique area. Oh, there's a wham! Sorry, wham. Okay, do we go up under the wall? No. Yes. You have to do a weird loop if you don't go up under the wall, I think. So I think we just go under the wall. I guess you don't have to go to Airship Fortress. You can just go to a line that's near it. What is this? Oh, this is the cannon. Okay, this is what we're looking for. Actually, yeah, no, you know what? We probably do want to not want to go to Airship Fortress, because then you just have to loop around and take the same thing. Okay. Yeah, you know, you'd have to just do a really weird loop. I don't think we want to go on the castle walls here, actually. I mean, I know I've done things on the timer, but I can fix that. I don't know if taking the left path here is actually better, though. Let me see where the timer was when I paused on the split path, though. I was at 4:59, okay. This is fine. We're experimenting. There's a line right here, which I did not know about. Or at least I forgot about it. Actually, this is used in the Grand Prix, I think. Ooh, hold on. Let me cook, let me cook. Let me cook. We could definitely reroute to that line and have us face the correct direction. You could definitely make that work. This might be a little bit scuffed, but it could be worse. Okay, maybe not. Hold on. Okay, maybe that's not what we want. Airship Fortress is really hard to work with. Hmm. See, in an ideal world, we would go Toad's Factory, Warrior Stadium, and then Shy Guy Bazaar. But at the same time, like, that wouldn't really work, because, like, we only have 5 tracks. I don't want to reroute through Boo Cinema. I don't think that's a good idea. Oh. Nintendo, why? Why would you do this to me? This is all your fault. Why would you make this game? I love this game, don't get me wrong, but come on. You can do better than this. Okay. Might just have to go through Airship Fortress, unfortunately. Okay, I'm just gonna count 30 seconds from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Yeah, let's just continue the timer now. I hope that I'm correct. Wait a minute. I hate to do this again. Oh. Okay, I was just going the wrong way anyway. No, never mind. Ignore that. That didn't happen. Okay. Hold on. I gotta see what's at the top of this tower, because I know there's gliders up there. But there's a chance that the gliders might go the direction that we want. This gameplay is funny. I think it's absolutely necessary that we make players drive up this entire tower. Oh yeah, there's gliders going in every direction. What? What in the world? We can just go this way and then just like reroute. Oh my god, I forgot about this. We can just reroute it to go more to the left. I'm gonna be out of bounds. That is very out of bounds. Oh my god. Bro, what? Why would you put me there? Oh my god, this game. Okay, no, I think we just follow through Airship Fortress. Or maybe we just swap out Airship Fortress because it's causing us so many problems. It just might not be worth it. We could like swap out Airship Fortress for like Choco Mountain and like no one would bat an eye. I'm gonna try that. Being forced to spiral up here would be funny. It would, which is why I'm so bummed that it doesn't work. But I mean, hey, we can include Airship Fortress in another rally, and just force people to do that. But when are we gonna get another opportunity for that? Like, so many of the tracks in the top left are like very overused at this point. Like, we can't even use Bowser's Castle, or we shouldn't use Bowser's Castle anyway. I think it'd be a bad idea. Or maybe we could figure out something. Hold on. We could reroute Toad's Factory to maybe go to like the castle walls. And then we could use Bowser's Castle potentially, even though that kind of goes against like so many things that I've said. I'm just gonna ditch the timer for now. Like, at least the route would be original. Kinda. Like, you don't drive this. No way, the real Koopa Troopa Beach? I was right. I had to make sure, though. I wasn't 100% certain about my answer. Yeah, this could be a Bowser's Castle line. Like, it's a short section, but... like, it's unique. Oh, but this goes super close to Bowser's Castle, though. Like, how are we gonna reroute this? God. Oh, you can make the player do a turn here, I guess. There's always the option of just adding more gliders. Nintendo would do that. They have done that. They did that for Cheap Cheap Falls, I think, in the Boomerang Rally. I don't know if that was an added glider, though. I mean, it might not have been. Where does this lead? That leads to Big Donut. That's no good. Oh my god, this is so difficult. See, this is why we're probably not getting a Knockout Tour Maker. We're probably not going to be able to make our own, at least not for a while, like a long while. Like, they really have to, like, put effort in to figure that out. There was an added glider. Yeah, like the one in Cheap Cheap Falls, right? In the Boomerang Rally? I mean, that's a whole new, like, section that's only explored in free roam normally, as well. I can believe it. Oh, we could play it safe and just reroute through Boo Cinema. I think I might just have to go with that. Hold on. We could go Starview Peak, Boo Cinema, Acorn Heights, Toad's Factory, Wario Stadium, and then Shy Guy Bazaar. Oh my god, wait. This might be cooking, actually. I'm resetting the timer for this. Actually, no, I ditched the timer for now. We're just gonna try our items. There's not normally a glider there? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I figured. Because that's where like the staircase normally is, right? So they just like put a glider at the end of the staircase. But like the other side of the staircase, you know what I mean? I think. Because that's normal. You can normally just like drive up to that spot, I think. We're gonna theory craft this. Rerouting away from Mario Circuit might actually be the play. We don't even need to reroute away from Mario Circuit technically. Like it would still work, but also like the shape is just way too similar to the drill rally at that point. Like it's literally the drill rally in reverse and mirrored horizontally. If we go to Mario Circuit, so this is more unique. You know, you got two diagonal lines. I think that'd be pretty cool. This is a backwards version of a route that already exists with Boo Cinema, but you can make this work. What if we go left here? That just leads us to Mario Circuit. I think. No, that's another area. The plan for this one was so good, and I have to change it. It's not fair. If you go left here, I think that still leads to Mario Circuit. Yeah, I think the play is to go to Boo Cinema. Mirror mode in my non-mirror rally? For real. We can make it go this way, and then you could go into the screen and back out. Ooh, you could even do the... You could do the movie in reverse. That could be cool, maybe. You could even, like, route it so, like, you don't even go through the line. You could just... Oh, this isn't in reverse, actually. You could make it go in reverse. You can make that a glider. You can make the line just the movie screen itself. That could be interesting. Just have the glider take you over here. And then out the entrance. Okay, maybe not that way. I think this would be interesting. I'd rather them do that than end a rally with Boo Cinema. And then you would go through the peak intermission between Boo Cinema and Acorn Heights. By the way, just saying, Acorn Heights is not in the Acorn Rally. What are we cooking, Nintendo? Oh, can you go this way? No, because that just leads you to that section. You can put like a line. You can use that line, I guess. Actually, that would make a lot of sense. Oh, hello, Noah. Oh, does it? Oh, my cursor is there, huh? A rally that connected. A rally that does Boo Cinema and Dry Bones Burnout connected. It's not Monday? What about it? I know it's not Monday. Me confused. Yeah, and that isn't like incredibly long either. Like that actually might be good. You know, you go through that line. That's the Acorn Heights line, and then you could go to Toad's Factory. You could turn here and avoid the river, or maybe we could pull a boomerang rally and make it so you can take the river alternatively. Oh no, it splits off here. Does this even lead? No, this leads to Mario Circuit. No, I think you have to go off the river. Oh, yeah. I guess I did set that as my status. If you go up there, you're going too close to Drybone's Burnout, I think. Yeah, I think we just gotta force people to do some water driving. A little water driving never hurt. Crazy. Perhaps glider up here? That could make sense. The river just kind of like goes the wrong way. You don't want that. We made the Boo Cinema route longer and more interesting. So, might as well make this one shorter and more interesting. Ooh. Wait, let me cook. Okay, maybe not that. Maybe that, though. Actually, that's not the worst thing in the world. Do we just make them turn left into this line? I just realized Toad's Factor to Wario Stadium is already a thing. But we can make it different. We can make it different. We can make ours different. We'll just make ours different. It's great. It's fine. I think this is interesting writing. I'm pausing to reopen the chat. I don't think that logic works. Check gaming in Luma's workshop. I'll do that later. Turn right here. Okay, yeah, we're going towards Wario Stadium. This is fine. This rally's fine so far. Wait, that's not going exactly where we want it to go, is it? Hold on. See, this is why I am not using the timer. Stuff like this. You could make that turns a little awkward, but it could be worse. Yeah, and there's Wario Stadium. Okay. Now, routing Wario Stadium is also a fun thing to do. Line right here. Actually, this probably won't be as bad as I thought it would be. You just go through the line, then just make people exit through the entrance from the flower cup. Oh, not that. Ooh. Or maybe we don't make people exit through the entrance. We make people take this glider, because this is way more interesting. Yeah, my uncle works at Nintendo of America, actually. Because my uncle's American, I think. Obviously. Wait, this doesn't give you Daisy's Palace, does it? It doesn't need to, as long as I can reroute it, actually, to be fair. They pull a... They managed to make a Mushroom Cup Crown City work from the actually no, not the Shell Cup line. It's actually more the the extra line, if anything, because you're coming from the same direction as the third variant of Crown City. The question is, can we reroute this? We could go around that line if we want to make it more realistic. Where is the line? It's somewhere around here. It's right here. Yeah, this is the line. Do you enter the palace right away? Do you even go this way? Oh, you probably do. Do I need to play Daisy's Palace to, like, get myself familiar with it? I think I do. Yeah. You don't have to be a developer to have insider info. I think the glider at Warrior Stadium is kind of peak, though. Nintendo would definitely do that to make it more interesting. I think I somehow got the full boost start there, despite on and off pressing A. Oh, I'm gonna regret that. It's fine. Holy shit, I'm a real bagger, guys. I went sideways into the item set, like a real bagger would. Baggers can't be choosers. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah, so instead of going that way, we go this way. I understand. Yeah, and you do enter the palace right away. And you go right. After this, I'm not sure. Oh, what? Why is this a split path? Interesting. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Nice choice of character. Why? What do you like about Rosalina? No, I'm just kidding. Rosalina's great. What am I doing? Okay. So where's it? What direction did we come from again? Was it that way? I don't remember. No, no, it wasn't over here. It was over here. I remember. You enter here. And then we could reroute around that line and just go this way. We don't technically need to reroute around that line, but it makes more sense too, because we're not... That's not the line that we're going for. Yeah, this works. I'm actually pretty happy with this rally. Let's try driving it now. Crazy idea. We're gonna try not to make any mistakes. Riveting question panel, Nintendo. Amazing spot. 10 out of 10. That was a little scuffed, but you get the idea. By the way, I doubt that they're going to make the movie screen a line, but that does definitely feel more like a Zandog thing to do. Like, I feel like if I modded this game and made a knockout for a rally, I would definitely do that. Unfortunately. about modding this game. Oh, nice rail. Okay, pretend there's a glider around here. I just realized there's no outro for Acorn Heights. Wait, I don't know if I'm going the right way. I don't remember if you actually re-enter the line from this side. I think you enter it backwards, actually. I don't know. But either way, that's timed really well. It's about the same length as the other rallies. Yeah, no, I also want to hear the outro for Acorn Heights. Sorry, I'm just catching up with the chat now. I was walked in. Yeah, how dare they steal Starview Peak from my comp level? But Hakia, what do you think in terms of the outros? Do you think they were in the game and they were just unused, or do you think they specifically made one for Warrior Shipyard? I think it's the former. My modder brain tells me that they made them and then just didn't end up using them. I'm guessing that's probably what they did. Let's see. You guys are entertaining each other, I see. Yeah, that rally actually works really well. I like that. I think Nintendo could definitely do something like that. Starview Peak, Boo Cinema, Acorn Heights, Toad's Factory, Wario Stadium, Shaga Bazaar. I think, weirdly enough, I think Wario Stadium to Shaga Bazaar is like drags out more than Acorn Heights to Toad's Factory. But I mean, also it's not directly from Acorn Heights either. Jack. Yeah. I'm glad that they're giving us new rallies though, because like, surely they're not hiding. Like they're just hiding from us, you know. Yeah, 9-minute rally is fine. That's also, keep in mind, like this is also slower than like a normal rally, and this, like I timed this like, and it was only 10 seconds longer than my timing for the golden rally, so it's pretty standard for a rally. I want to try to make your rally idea real, because that does feel like something they would do. Whistle stop, DK spaceport. Honestly, might even have to skip DK spaceport, because you could just go whistle stop straight to Koopa Troopa Beach. But we'll see. Because you could also, what was it? You said Moo Moo Meadows to Dandelion Depths. We already have Moo Moo Meadows to Dandelion Depths as well. So it might even, I don't know. We'll see. We'll make it work. Ooh. Yeah, let's write this. No. Stop the split. Okay. Okay, how do you leave Whistle Stop again? Wait, I think it's this way, right? This is how you get to the DK Spaceport way, I think. No. Is it? Am I stupid and dumb? No, that just leads up to the track. Okay. No, it's the other way. But don't you enter the track from over here? Oh no, but you probably turn from here. Yes, you do. Okay. We're good. Peach Stadium to Dandelion Depths. Yeah, that's so easy. Yeah, because that's a thing. So you take this way. And then this is pretty standard. I think the game makes you do this already anyway. You just, just kind of jump off. Actually, I don't think you jump off there. Where do you jump off? Oh, it's this one, I think, because this is closer to the water. Or maybe okay, it doesn't really matter. Just you enter the way you would in the intermission. I don't know if I can justify DK Spaceport because we're not near any lines. Like you could put a line here, but it might just be better to go whistle stop to Koopa Troopa Beach. You could go like you could turn here and go to Spaceport, I suppose. We'll try that. This could work. Also, I might low-key have to do a part 2 to this stream. Like, I'm not really thinking of like ending it anytime soon. Just like there's just so much. Like, we've only covered one potential rally out of 6, and it's been like what, 3 hours? How long have I been streaming for? Started streaming. Where do I see this? YouTube. Hello. Weird. Not sure what to do about that. I'm gonna go through that line. You could definitely put interesting things here, make it different from the normal intermission. I feel like just water intermissions in general are, like, specifically over the ocean, are probably really easy to just put new things in. Like Koopa Troopa Beach, there's a lot of potential with the intermissions going to them, which is why they got changed and made better. Okay. We are so efficient. Clearly, it takes Nintendo over a year to make 2. Real. Okay, Hakio, this is genius. Okay. So instead of just going through this line and then going straight to Peach Stadium, we do this. To make up for Koopa Troopa Beach definitely not being at the end of any. We could even just rewrite it this way. No, that's scuffed. It's weird. No, we'll just take the normal path. And then you'll just go this way towards Peach Stadium. Or another way. But like genius at work here, right? You do a lap of Koopa Troopa Beach. Absolutely riveting gameplay. I'm just like Nintendo. I added a lap to Koopa Troopa Beach to something. No way. Yeah, that could also work. I wasn't really able to come up with it on the spot, but we can revisit that. I was onto something there, just needed a little bit of work. This entrance to Peach Stadium is so cool, by the way. I love this way to enter Peach Stadium. They should have used it in more than like 2 intermissions. They should have replaced Paperclip Stadium. Just reroute it to the back of Peach Stadium for like Faraway Oasis. Something like that. Yo, no way, jet ski. Gotta take this, right? Wait, how's this gonna work? Okay, it spit me out for that, but that is still really funny. They do add a ramp for the intermissions to Peach Stadium from this angle, but instead of that, we can just go this way. And then we just exit through the entrance of Peach Stadium. Pretty standard. For going to Moo Moo Meadows, normally you would take the right side from Moo Moo Meadows, but we're also going to take the right side going the other way. I think that's the best course of action. So instead of like we would go left here, and then that would be like just the backwards version of the heart rally, but we can just go right here. To be fair, this also just takes the same entrance as the boomerang rally. Oh. No, I'm not supposed to go that way. Let's go this way. I think. Wait. No, the line's not over here. Is it? Oh, no, it is. We're good. Yeah, so you go here. How awkward, but that turn wouldn't be like the most awkward thing in the world. Like, it's a little narrow, but like, we can make it work. Okay, how do we get to Dandelion Depths in like a unique way for Moo Moo Meadows? Hmm. Well, that's the normal way, I think. You can take the river. I'm just gonna take a look at the roads. I'm not. This isn't actually gonna be the road. I'm just looking at our options here. Yeah, just straight to the off-road, actually. Riveting gameplay. Oh, okay, no, it turned right here. You take the lower river. I assume you must have said that before, because I assume this is what you mean by the lower river. I assume this is a stream delay thing. Ooh. What if we make the player do Dandelion Depths backwards? There's no intermissions that do that, but there's also no intermissions that, like, clearly enter Dandelion Depths through this way. I think it's worth looking at it as an option. I don't actually know if it'll work that well, but it's worth a shot. With, like, Cheap Cheap Falls, it'd be weird because you're driving up waterfalls, but these aren't actually waterfalls you're driving up. They're just, like, little rocks with water in them. Well, that's, you're kind of driving up a waterfall there, but, like, you do that sometimes. Nah, that looks weird. We'll just make it normal. Are you on live right now? Like, is the dot red next to the word live? Okay, I like the gameplay of this actually. There's a lot of water, but that's fine. What rally gives off the vibes that it would have a lot of water? You can make that the Buzzy rally. Yeah, it's live. Okay, I see. I figured, but figured I'd also ask. Oh, which rally? Because it has to be Buzzy, Fruit, Bell, Feather, or Crown. I guess Buzzy makes sense, because Buzzy Beetles are underground, and you end at Dandelion Depths. I think that could make sense. Dandelion Depths is, like, one of the few Mario Kart tracks that is, like, distinctly, like the underground theme in terms of Mario theming. At least in my opinion, anyway. I get you could argue like other themes, but like underground needs some representation in Mario Kart. Yeah, the spaceport line's fine. Yeah, I'm actually chill with this, I think. A lot of water, but cope, I guess. Let me minimize this right quick. Actually, no, I should playtest it first. Hold on, I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'll be back. Alright, we are so back. Okay. Let us try this, I suppose. Hold on, I'm just gonna make sure I rev this properly. Okay, yes. Alright. Is that a P-switch that we don't have? That's crazy. I think it's like here. I don't know. I don't think it matters that much for the timing. Ooh, you can go on the beach here a little bit. Oh, this is off-road. Nintendo, you're so inconsistent with what's off-road and what's not. Wait, is it off-road? I can't tell if that was off-road. Like, the tires came out, so I guess it's off-road. Ooh, you can add like the helicopters in from Desert Hills to Koopa Troopa Beach. Oh, I didn't end the song early enough. It's fine. Oh yeah, you would get to hear more than one loop of Koopa Troopa Beach, no way. Or more than 3/4 of a loop. Sometimes I don't even hear the full loop in the Cherry Rally. Oh, that's the wrong way. I'm just gonna pause for a moment and just readjust myself. There you go. I said I was gonna go this way. Going back on all my promises. But actually, no, let's think about this for a moment. I actually do need to find a way to get to that river. This could maybe work. We could also just go around Moo Moo Meadows backwards for a little bit. Maybe. We could really do whatever we want. No, that's wrong. I need to go this way. Wait, do I need to go this way? Oh, this works, actually. Yeah, because the river's right there. That's actually really good. Just put like a, not even a glider, just a boost ramp would do here, I think. The power line's also in the way. That's fine. Let me just go back to the line. Okay, that's a little bit short, but I know how to solve that. 813 is pretty short. Um, but easy solution. Uh, okay. No, I need to stop the split. Okay. I'm gonna time this actually. Okay. Time this. So that's 30 seconds. 31 seconds, rather. I suppose that tiny difference does matter. Okay. So keep that number 31 in mind. Okay. Now we just go around Moo Meadows backwards and see how that fares in comparison. I don't actually think that's going to make too much of a difference. Makes a little bit of a difference. I think should be fine. Oh, I slowed down a little bit. Mushroom? Feather. We'll take like a second off of the time. Yeah, that only added 9 seconds to it. But the rally does have a lot of water in it. So having it be a little bit shorter is fine, I think. 8.5 minutes is still pretty good. Like that's only like that was only 10 seconds slower than the Golden Rally. I'm sure there's other ways to add to it. Like instead of doing that skip in Koopa Troopa Beach, you could just make it the normal lap, as I proposed before. But yeah, I will. I think I'm gonna add that to the sheet as the Buzzy Rally. I think that one's really good. That one has potential. This has become more of like just making custom rallies rather than predicting rallies, but like that's fine. Like we're still using like the same logic. We're using the logic that I proposed. Though I did almost break it by going to Bowser's Castle. You can see the map, right? Just thought I'd make sure. Okay, predictions. And you know what? Buzzy beetles are blue, and so is water, right? Kinda. Water's not actually blue, but it's blue adjacent. I'm just gonna get rid of that black arrow. That bothers me. We shouldn't have 2 arrows pointing like that. I like. Well done, Hakio. You have done good work. Draw some check marks beside this shit. Just use the potential. Great check marks, I know. They're like thicker than the text. Okay. Fruit Rally needs to start at Acorn Heights. Where do we go from Acorn Heights though? That's the real question. Oh, I also need to adjust the the Shine Rally. Forgot about that. Oh, I still have my timer going still. I mean, the Shine Rally has 4 of the 6 tracks that were initially proposed. That's good enough, I think. Just gonna turn that a little bit just to rewrite it around the S. Don't know why I'm turning that one. I don't know why I did that. Whatever. Doesn't hurt. Okay. Oh yeah, Airship Fortress. Forgot to get rid of that as well. My god. I could rewrite this arrow a little bit. Nice. I like what we have so far. We are cooking. Okay. So Acorn Heights. Where can we go from Acorn Heights? We got Dry Bones Burnout and Dandelion Depths. Those are literally our only options. Dandelion Depths is a bad idea. Not only would that put it in 5 rallies, which I want to save it for another rally, you know, and also that would also just be a really long route. That section would just be too long. So we gotta go Dry Bones Burnout, I think. But then where? That's the real question. Could go through Toad's Factory again, but This is tricky, actually. We might not have to go to Boo Cinema instead of Dry Bones Burnout. Trapped in Dry Bones Burnout. Trapped after 18 years. I don't know why I said that, but I said it. You have to live with the fact that I said that now. The problem is that if we go to Boo Cinema, we can go to Mario Circuit or Dandelion Depths. Or no, we can't even go to Dry Bones Burnout, because that's in the Grand Prix Cup. I wanted to avoid Dandelion Depths. But like, what destinations could we get to from Acorn Heights? Let's start with that. We could go to like Sky High Sundae. I guess. I don't really want to end at Sky High Sundae, especially from here. Well, but that would make a little bit of sense because we're doing the fruit rally. You know, fruit comes from trees, but fruit is also used in ice cream sometimes? Question mark? I've heard worse ideas. Maybe ending at Sky High Sundae is the play here, but also, like, I don't... Like, if I can avoid ending at Sky High Sundae, I will. It would definitely help if Boo Cinema had better intermissions. Like, well, like, not that the intermissions are bad, but it only has 5 of them. The top right, in particular, is really bad for that. Or just the right side in general. The only track that is, like, on the right edge that has more than 5 intermissions is Starview Peak, I think. No, Wario Shipyard has 6. But, like, more than 6 still. And Starview Peak has, like, 7, I want to say. No, Starview Peak has... No, it has 7. It has 7. I was right. and then everything else that you can that you can see from the right side, like on the right edge, has exactly 5, other than Wario Shipyard and Starview Peak, which is really interesting. You'd think that maybe like Peach Beach could have like one more, perhaps to like DK Pass, but no. Apparently not. To be fair, that eliminates, eliminating Peach Beach from the track pool by not having an intermission between it and DK Pass is completely fine by me. I don't have an issue with that. Acorn Heights. I almost said Acorn Rally, not quite. Acorn Heights to Boo Cinema. And then, like, literally the only option is Dandelion Depths at that point. Or I could go to Mario Circuit, but, like... There's nothing stopping me from moving to Mario Circuit. Maybe like Acorn Heights to Mario Circuit to Dandelion Depths to DK Pass to Sky High Sun. No. Then what? Then what track do we add in between there? Ooh. Acorn Heights, Boo Cinema, Mario Circuit, Dandelion Depths. Maybe Starview Peak and then Sky High Sunday? No, but then that would just be Starview Peak to Sky High Sunday. There's not really an alternative for that. Huh. We might not be able to start at Acorn Heights. I'm going to be completely honest. Realistically speaking. We'll see. We'll come back to it. We can come back to that. Still need to figure out where the Crown Rally would end. That could end at, like, Airship Fortress. I feel like the Feather Rally would want to end at Airship Fortress instead, though. Maybe. Let's try to avoid the water for a little bit. We have a lot of water in the Buzzy Rally. It's a lot harder to come up with rallies when there's, like, already so many arrows taken up on the map. How silly. I just realized Great Question Block Ruins to Koopa Troopa Beach is also an option. I know I just said we should avoid the water, but, like, that could work. Might have to work with that. Okay, idea. This is probably going to be too long. Great Question Block Ruins to Koopa Troopa Beach, to Crown City, to Choco Mountain, to Toad's Factory to Airship Fortress. And that could be an interesting dynamic to the Cloud Rally, and this could be the Feather Rally. Start at Great Question Block Ruins, end at Airship Fortress. Could be interesting. Oops. You start in the glider when you leave from Great Question Block Ruins. So we'll do this. I believe this is the right direction. Just in case. Yes. We're good. Yeah, this is where you enter in the Cloud Rally. Wait. I see something better. Okay. Oh, I don't know. I'm thinking replace Koopa Troopa Beach with Faraway Oasis and replace Crown City with Peach Stadium, but I don't know if that's good. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Oh, I also forgot to pause the timer for a moment, so I'll pause it for a moment. Should be good. Turn here. I think I'm going the wrong way. I don't think I'm on my way to Koopa Troopa Beach right now. These lines are really weird. The fact that there's just two lines here is just so odd to me. I'm gonna stop the timer. I should probably get something to eat. Not a bad idea. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna call it here actually, because I do need to get something to eat, and there's just so much more to do. I might as well just do it in another day. And we're set up to do a lot of this. You know, the map is pretty well complete. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Mainly Takio, I guess, because no one else appears to be in the chat right now. But you know, if you were watching, if you were just listening, I appreciate you. There's 3 viewers apparently, so. At least someone's at it. Thanks for watching. I hope this was fun. This was something different. That's for sure. I'm happy with what we have so far.